So this is a movie that I watched many, many years ago when I was in middle or high school. I don't remember. It's called Taken From Me, the Tiffany Rubin story. I remember watching it with my mother one time. And I believe this is when I started studying Korean, and having penpals online with, other students who are high school, middle school age. And I really started to get an interest in other countries, especially Korea, because happened to bump into a pen pal off of there, and I started studying the language. And the first thing my mother said to me after watching that was, Courtney, I don't care what the person you look like, or what the person you like or marry looks like, but just promise me you'll never marry or date someone from another country. Of course, I still believe that that's perfectly fine to date or marry someone from another country.
Mommy,
Wait, baby. Later, hang on.
I talked to her.
What?
I want to find a snack.
Sorry about that. She was hungry, so I gave her a snack. Anyway, I don't want this situation to make me hardened or racist or, biased about nationality at all. I still very much believe people are people. You can't put everyone in a group based on your experiences that were bad with one or two people. But at the time I was like, no, Mom, that doesn't happen. It's 2000, 15 or 16 now, 17, I don't remember. I'm like, things like that don't happen anymore. That's, Korea's very nationalized, or I'm sorry, internationalized. Other countries are too. There's a Hague Convention. Like, these things don't happen anymore. And the fact that, this movie, and I'm sure the actual story happened a couple years before the movie was actually made for it to be this big of a deal to be a movie. But this movie is from 2011. And you see case after case after this. And this is for bigger cases, not just within Korea. This is international child abduction, parental child abduction and withholdings. And you're seeing this happen, what is it, over 10, going on 15 years after a movie that was probably based on something that happened years and years before this movie came out. Still happening. And, this is a country that signed the Hague Convention. This is a country who I feel like should have to take care of these things within its own border to be able to do it internationally. And what have they really done to implement and change these policies? You see parents going through this, not just from the U.S. where their kids have been taken. I saw a video the other day shared by a father whose son was taken of a woman in France who her daughter was taken for many years, and she finally got her daughter back. It's just, for a country that's, getting internationalized so quickly and has a lot of foreigners who live here and, it wants to be a part of the, global economics, trading, things like that. Why are you internationalizing yourself and trying so hard to be a part of, the global playing field when you can't even play by the rules? To me, that's just greedy. It's just wrong. And I can't say much. I know the U.S. the U.S. definitely has its problems. I 100% agree. I'm not hyping up my country. I'll fully sit there in a conversation and complain about the things and the wrongdoings in my own country as well. But at the end of the day, this is children involved. We need to do better. These policies need to be changed. The method of getting kids back needs to be changed. This is ridiculous at this point. This is 2011 this movie came out. It's been over 10, almost 15 years, Do better. Do better for the children involved. Do better for the parents. My son was 3 months old. He's still very young. And for a mother too, especially just having a baby, having your child ripped from you, it affects you a lot. I mean, I've been trying to push it in the back of my mind, but it almost makes you feel used as if you were a surrogate. And nothing wrong with surrogacy, but unwillingly a surrogate who, just births your child and then he's ripped from you. It feels just very dirty and wrong, and we can do better than this. So I hope someone sees this, and if you have a case like this, get in touch with other people you see going through the same thing, and we need to raise our voice more.